Okay, so I'm making this video to show you how to install your viral LEDs. I'm going to be installing them on this little door frame right here and line them along the sides. That's a good place. It looks good. If you put it around this edge, you'll be able to see at the end. So what the first step is you need one of these. People call them a bunch of different things. I call them a fork. And you're going to want to connect your USB-C cable to it. And then just going to plug it in the wall. Well, it's hard to see, but there should be it. It's hard for me to see. And then the first step, so to say, I would say is plugging them in and making sure they work, right? Okay, so you're to assure that, I know mine work because I just plugged it in and all of the lights are glowing yellow. Now the next thing you'll need is this tape. Open it up. We send 2 things of this tape, right? 2 of them. Each of them are 1 meter long, and the strip is 5 meters. So we recommend that you as you're going, you don't use it all in one run, like 5, because it's a 5 meter strip and you only have 2 meters of tape. So, we recommend that you rip up pieces of it and then apply. Okay, so the next step is, so I've ripped my tape into pieces. Now it's time to install them. And what you want to make sure is sometimes if you have it on a wall going up, the chip and the cord coming down can be the heaviest part. So you want to make sure that's supported. Right now on this wall right here, it doesn't need to be supported that much, so I don't need to use a lot of tape on it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel this black part back, right? And one thing you want to make sure is, so I can touch this right now and it feels sticky. That's what you want. That's what you want. Sorry, my dog is investigating the scene here. So you want to touch that and have it be able to be sticky. You don't want it to not feel sticky. Yeah, and you want to make sure you're pulling off the brown part, that this isn't sticky, but this is. So then you're essentially having 2 kinds of tape. And then all you do is you peel your pieces of tape off of here. And I'm a perfectionist and I don't want a lot showing. So I'm just gonna line it up like so. Trying to make sure that I can see. You can see that little green part right there. And I might do that I'll probably put another piece on just to get it going, make sure it's, starting off strong. I like to make sure it starts off strong. Doesn't need as much in the middle, but when it starts off, you want to make sure it ain't going anywhere. So I'm lining up another piece. You can also, I'm gonna rip off this black tape. So just put another piece on. You can put as many of those pieces as you want. Just want to make sure to conserve it. And then what you're gonna do is, and I like to figure out where I'm gonna put the chip. Like I'll probably just figure it out right here or something. But I want to start it right here and go all the way up. So then I take this tape, I peel it back, I take all my tape and my second piece too, peel it back, and then I'm going to apply it to the surface. I'm going to make sure I got it where I wanted, and I'm going to make sure that it's a pretty clean surface too, so that it'll stick to it, because if it's not a clean surface, it's not going to stick perfectly. And I actually wrote myself a line on where to do it so that it'll end up on even sides of the wall. So I'm just going to apply it here and on this inside edge. And I'm pressing down on every single LED. And then I'm going to keep that going and finish that around the entire wall. Yep. I'll show you an after pic, but this is kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm just putting on the tape and then applying it to the wall. So I just finished installing the LEDs. That's what they look like. I think it turned out pretty nicely. This pattern I'm currently using is Color Twinkles. I think they look nicely when you have them around an edge like that. One thing I do want to point out that I did, here I'll turn my brightness up in the camera a little bit, is that I used some tape at the start here to hold up the, this little setup and the chip and the wire. I think it's a good use of tape because this can be heavy and now it doesn't have weight on it. But yeah, and also, use some on the corners, but pretty much what you take away from this is, cut up the tape, use it, do it on like supportive places, like corners and ends, and you should be good. And if you want to learn how to use them, go to a different YouTube video. It's around 6 minutes long, but it's very helpful. You pretty much go to Wi-Fi. And yeah, thank you very much for watching.